Alright, here we go. Part 7 of the Abyss. It's it's fine. I mean, you don't need it.
He's about to do the intro, and all you hear is, "It's not like I lost all my."
It's not like
it's stats or anything.
It's not like you got captured or anything, and just like all your shit got taken from you.
That 2 number 9s.
That's your ass, not mine.
I lost a ridiculously OP bow that was hitting for like 40 damage every shot.
Alright.
I'm sad now.
Alright, so welcome back to the Abyss. Last time we left off, they started off a side mission.
Guess what
Trying
the
to...
fuck I just found? Hey!
Hey.
Oh, is that a $2,000 bill I see? Yes, that's a $2,000 bill I see. Hell yeah!
A $2,000 bill.
It's actually $550.
Yo, Ashley, I have a quick question.
Hold on. Let me get through this. Alright. Last time where we left off, these two knuckleheads decided to do a side mission in the mines that led them down to finding the all-infamous Papaw Jeon's. Papaw Jeon's is kind of in a castle-y area, and they tried to sneak in. Ashley is still kind of sneaking around, trying to find his way around into the castle, all stealthy-like, and Universal ended up getting his ass captured. And now for character...
I'm still in the hay pile. I remember that now. I'm in the fucking hay pile.
Am I not inside like castle-y shit?
You're inside the castle. You got captured.
Wait, no? What?
You got captured.
Wait, is it because I farted and then like shit happened?
No, you basically challenged them and they stealthed you. Captured you.
Oh yeah.
And I think you crit failed on that roll too.
Fucking scrub. Alright, no, Astrid, what would you do if you found a $25 bill?
There's no such thing as a $25 bill where I live.
Alright, you smart.
Alright, so character introductions really quickly. Ashley, Universal, go ahead and introduce your characters just for anybody that's new walks into this.
Well, my name Ashley. Never mind, I'm just gonna kill myself now, bye.
I laughed.
Alright, the name is, what the fuck is my character's name again? Alright, it's,
Universal.
It's Gucci Mane. But refer to me as Papa Gucci. Yeah.
Okay, so they're both two, elves, or... Yeah, you guys are elves, right?
I'm a dark elf.
They're both dark elves, for whatever reason, decided to create the same character.
You fucking
racist.
racist.
No, wait. I wanted to be a rogue, and then Ashley heard me saying I wanted to be a rogue. So
No.
Ashley was like, wait, let me be a rogue. So I was like,
right now.
and then I was like, alright, then I'll make you a rogue. And then we fought our first battle, and he's like, oh, we shouldn't have chosen 2 rogues. And I was like, shit, Sherlock. Whose idea was it to become a rogue after the other one chose to become a rogue? And yeah.
I didn't become a rogue because you became a rogue. I wanted to become a rogue from the beginning. You just also happened to want to be a rogue.
Shut the fuck up, you're bad, kid.
At least I didn't get my ass captured.
At least I can stealth into some place. Straight up fire.
I'm already in the place, so fuck off.
You're in a haystack. Get wrecked.
Yeah, but I mean.
Alright, hold on. How the hell are you guys communicating with each other here?
Magic. Don't worry about it.
You guys are just like yelling at each other through the walls. In fact, Ashley, I need you to make a stealth roll here.
Fuck you.
Crit fail, bitch.
Yeah, I'm going to too. Watch. No, I rolled a 16. That's how it's up.
Alright.
5 right there. So that's a 21. Is that meme dead yet? Is that 21 meme dead yet?
No, it's as dead as you.
Alright, so guard walks by you, kind of hears some shuffling in the hay. thinks nothing of it. Might be a rat. Just kind of passes by.
I'm screaming. I'm screaming at somebody in the jail, and he just hears just some light shuffling in the. Okay.
This guy might be deaf. I don't know.
I'll remember that. Can I just like lunge out at him? Just like stab him in the throat and drag him into the haystack?
You can do whatever you want, but notice your chances of getting captured for killing a guard might be heightened.
Fine. Ruiner. I will call you a ruiner of my fun from now on, but I will not kill the guard.
I'm not saying you can't kill the guard.
I will not kill the guard. Ruiner of fun.
Okay. So the guard walks down his merry way, facing his back toward you. And what do you decide to do?
Perception check around this shit.
Okay.
All right. Yeah. Oh, nice.
You can't see through the haystack at all.
Wait,
whatsoever.
Let me. No, that's a +6. That's a 10. Boy, that's a 10.
Okay. With your modifiers, good thing you said that. You could kind of see guards standing at their selected posts. A couple of them are walking around. You could see one of the goblins there selling what looks to be cabbages, but might not be cabbages. That's some kind of food.
Oh my god.
And that's about all you can see.
I want to steal those cabbages so fucking bad right now. Getting restless. Fucking cabbages, dude. No. Can I roll investigation on the area to try to find the prison, so I can rescue this cuck teammate I have.
What are you trying to roll for?
I'm rolling to find the prison. I want to see where the prison at.
The prison?
Prison. I'm gonna bust my boy out. Free my.
All right. So I've got to ask you, how do you know he got captured?
Because I came out of prison like Gucci Mane, like Papa Gucci style. I want to stay there and come out Papa Gucci style. You feel me?
No, I know he got captured because he was up on the fucking wall and I could see it because I was up on the wall.
Ah, okay. We'll say that.
On a fire for investigation. Hell yeah. 16 boy. It's every day, bro.
All right. As far as you can tell, there isn't any kind of prison out visually.
Okay. My perception check. My elite 10 perception check. Did I see any like guards in my immediate vicinity?
Yes, there are 3 guards posted above you, kind of at different sections of the wall. There's one guard that, rotates back and forth in between pretty much in between your position and the other end of the wall. Okay. The goblin might be something. And then there are some other guards just kind of conversating about 20 feet from the haystack.
Well, I'm about, if I'm seeing this right, side of the fort, the guards on the walls should be looking out, and they wouldn't be expecting a threat from inside. The guard that walks along the walls has already passed me, and the guards so far away from me I can't hear them. The goblin should be so busy selling his cabbages he shouldn't look at me. So I'm gonna stealth my way over to the main palace. All right, in the main compound part, like the big building.
Okay, so you're gonna want to stealth your way over to the main door.
You're rolling ass.
17 is ass, really? Really?
Kid, not you.
That's a 24 with my modifier boy.
Okay, so you manage to stealth your way in and out very sneakily, very quietly, through guard posts and villagers. You go basically undetected. You're standing in front of the front door. You could be seen.
Can I
if you don't quickly get the fuck out.
can I haul my ass over to like the side wall or some shit so I'm not like a dumbass standing in the fucking center?
Go ahead.
Roll for hauling ass. That's 15.
It's 15. Alright, so you go ahead and haul ass. You're against the sidewall now.
Okay.
Kind of back against the sidewall, looking out in this like, oh shit, what did I get myself into look.
Can I scale the wall? Can I like scale up the wall?
Roll to see if you can.
Roll to see if I can. So would that be perception?
That'd be perception.
So it's 16.
This wall is straight up. It is a smooth wall.
There's no windows or anything?
There's no windows.
What kind of fucking palace has no windows? Alright, can I roll perception again to see what's around me?
Can I not try
Yep.
escaping? Like, what the fuck?
We'll get to you in a second. With your modifier?
Yeah, with modifier.
That is with modifier?
Yeah.
What you can see is out in front of you, basically, you have like really narrow vision because you're kind of in a panic and a fright.
Yeah.
You could see some guards in front of you. You could see an outpost wall, and some passerbyers.
Okay.
All right. So you're stuck there trying to figure out your plan. Let's go over to Universal.
Alright, so I want to do a quick perceptionist check of my Arios lettuce.
English. All right. Go ahead.
Hold
Is that with mod?
11.
Okay, so what you can see is that you're in what looks to be a hotel-like room. You're kind of just laying in the bed. Nobody seems to be around.
Bro, let me get the fuck up real quick.
All right. So you launch up out of the bed. You're standing, kind of with your thumb up your ass, not knowing what the hell just happened.
I wanna crip walk the fuck out. Wait, hold up. Can I like try seeing if there's any valuables in that bitch?
Roll to see if there's any valuables.
Okay.
Rolling for investigation.
Hold up, I got bonuses and shit like that.
Oh my god, you're the dumbest piece of shit I've ever met. If you can't fucking find their shit in a fucking room, you can't find the fucking valuables.
I got a 3, so
Okay.
You got a 5. 5 on investigation.
no.
The most valuable thing that you can find in that room. The most valuable thing that you can find in that room is maybe some pillows at best.
Can I look for like something that? Wait, hold up. Do I still have all my things on me?
When you woke up and launched, you were such in a pickle to find what was valuable in this room. You failed to realize that you are nothing but basic clothing.
Shit, they stole all my shit too. Can I look for something sharp?
You could look for some sharp.
Can I stealth past the guards? Try to get around to the back of the back wall.
There better be like.
There's nothing sharp in this room. It's just a hotel-y looking room with a bed.
Okay, wait, can I stealth?
Can I call for some?
Hold on,
room
Nasher.
service up in this bitch real quick.
You want to call for some room service?
Yeah.
Again, it's just a hotel-y looking room with just a bed in it.
All right, so I'm about to.
You could try.
First off, I want to take a shit on the bed, and then I'm gonna dip.
No. Uni, better idea. Roll perception on the room to see what's in it. And if you can find something in a room that you can make into a weapon, make that thing into a weapon. Weapons aren't always given to you. You have to make them.
I'm gonna do what Ashley said.
Okay.
+4, that's 8.
There's nothing in this room but a bed.
Shit, can I lift the bed and see if there's anything under that bed?
Okay, run a strength roll.
Crit fails and throws your back out.
Okay. I was gonna say no modifier if you did.
10.
10. So you go ahead and lift up the mattress. It's fairly light. You can pretty much do this with one hand. And when you look under the mattress, there's nothing there.
Shit, I just want to walk out that bitch.
If you, yo, my guy, if you break one of the legs off the bed, you can use it like a club.
Bro, no, I trust the process. I'm about to not listen to what my boy Ashley said, because I can't hear him. And I'm about to dip.
That was smart.
Don't take the weapon. Smart move.
I know, right?
Well, yeah, it also caused you to yell up to him.
True.
Cause it, what? Yeah. Yeah.
So
So,
I'm about to slowly, like, run out that bitch. Because I'm not trying to pay hella bread at Santi Cent for breaking that bed frame. So I'm just gonna walk out.
Alright, so you go for the door. You try running out the door, but as you reach for the door swings open and 2 orcs walk into the room.
First of all, I ain't even a guest. Second of all, I didn't say you could touch my shit. Third of all, understandable, have a nice day.
The orcs look down at you, look at
wait,
each other,
wait,
kind of give.
wait.
Oh.
I want to try confusing them, making them think I'm a fucking ornament and like I'm not even a person. I'm gonna roll for that shit.
Oh my god, what?
He's gonna roll to become Helen Keller again.
Oh no.
I guess I'm not a person. I'm just like an ornament.
I'm gonna roll against that.
Yo, I'm a fucking statue. That's right.
Oh, fuck me. Okay. You become Helen Keller. No, you don't become Helen Keller. You become the statue of Helen Keller.
Yeah, right there.
The orcs look at each other, kind of laugh as they look at the statue of you, and one says, "Pretty lady," and the other says, kind of like nudges at each other, "Blinding deaf." So these orcs have like really seductive minds. They haven't seen a lady in like forever, and their hormones are really jacked up.
First off, there's no flow of time in the abyss, so how would they have been here forever? Doy.
You answered your own question.
Oh shit, bamboozled.
Oh, I got fucking bamboozled so hard.
Alright,
I'm gonna sneak around the back. To the back.
I'm gonna tell you to shut the fuck up because it's still my.
Alright, as these orcs are having very seductive thoughts about you, they close the door behind you, and we go to Ashley. Ashley, what are you planning on doing?
What?
You became a
You
fucking
Helen
statue.
Keller, that you can't live in your Helen Keller.
Nah, I was gonna like become Helen Keller and then like they walk past me and like tip out that bitch.
So I got behind the wall, by the way. That's a 20 something. It's over 20.
Okay, so you're on the other side of the wall.
No, I'm in the palace. I'm on the back side of the palace.
Alright, so
And you're gonna roll
I don't know if you remember how this palace was laid out, or how this whole place was laid out. Basically, it's laid out like a toilet bowl in a way. So you got the main gates kind of making a big U around a back-facing wall, and then the palace is in the wall.
Oh, it's against the wall?
It's kind of, yeah, it's against the wall.
Well, I'll just run back to the back corner then. Can I perception check the wall to see if there's like a guard like right where I'm like right above me?
What wall are you at?
I'm at the very back wall.
Oh, okay, so you're kind of at the rock wall.
Yeah, I'm at the back wall on the left side of the palace.
Okay, so you're kind of back where you originally started, I gotcha.
Yep.
Alright, as far as you can tell, that guard that makes his rounds isn't here.
Alright, on top of the wall, can I perception check up there?
Go ahead.
Alright. It's a 20 with modifier.
You could see the rock wall is kind of jaggedy, but does make an R shape in a way. So if you know what I mean. Kind of, it kind of dips in a little bit, but curves back out to the ceiling.
Can I, haul my fat ass up there? Like up on top of the wall?
Alright, go ahead. You're gonna need to make a couple strength,
Alright. We can do that. 19. Do I need to do another one? I rolled double 19s.
Okay. So if you beat one of them, so you're halfway up the wall, and you beat the other one. So you are kind of in like the little dip of the yard. It's kind of like a little cavey area, but it doesn't go back in too far.
Now that I'm on top of the wall, can I get on top of the palace from here? Do I have to roll perception for that? Can I like check that shit?
Is that with modifier?
Here it's 16. So, wait, no, not 16, 18. I mean.
Okay. As far as you could tell, there's this little slit of the roof of the palace which you might be able to bust through, but it would take a little bit of time.
Can I like go do that and do it quietly with like a stealth roll?
You're gonna make noise.
Well,
I'm not sure if you have anything to mine through pretty much solid granite and porcelain.
Oh, it's granite and porcelain. Well, porcelain is very brittle.
Right, but it does make a lot of noise when you crash, when you break it.
Not necessarily. If you do it wrong, it will. But right, it won't make a ton of noise. If you do it right.
The top layer, the outside layer, is made out of solid granite.
Yeah. No, what I need.
And then the interior is porcelain-like.
Yeah, what I need is something. I have something I can use. All right, I'm gonna take my bedroll.
Okay.
And use a dagger to cut a little bit off my bedroll and wrap it around the dagger, and then I'm gonna like hit the little slit. Get through the slit, like when I bust through, I'm just gonna like pry pieces out, so it stays quiet.
Okay, make a survival roll.
If I fucking cut my hand off doing this shit, dude, I'm gonna fucking. I just might as well just like run at the next enemy I see.
Is that with modifier or?
No, that's a 15 with the modifier.
Okay, so you're able to just. Let me roll against that just to make sure.
Rolls a fucking 20.
Yeah, I'm gonna get fucked. No.
Okay, so you definitely are able to cut that little slit of your bedroll, no problemo. And you wrap it around the dagger.
Do I need to roll like accuracy or some shit to like hit it or targeting? Do I need to target it?
Roll targeting to make sure you're hitting it. Yeah, roll targeting and stealth.
Targeting and stealth? Okay. So I rolled a 12 and an 8. Oh.
Alright, so you gotta combat these two rolls.
Nope. Oh, well, I got the stealth card at least.
Okay, so you're just hammering away at the granite for your first time. And
Crit
did you hit the granite?
It, I barely missed. Like, barely.
Oh,
missed.
so your first try, you kind of curl your wrist in, and you just barely miss the granite.
Nice. Let's do it again. Let's do it all again. Those are better.
Okay.
Those are better rolls. That's a
So you go ahead and you hammer into the granite,
26.
chunking up bit by bit of the little things. If you could beat that roll 2 more times, I'll let you can slip in.
26 and then 19. What do you want from me? Oh my fucking god! Targeting, please. It's a fucking it's a 10. It's a targeting with modifier 10. Please. That's a
Fumble.
it's a 10.
Fumble.
What?
Fumble.
No, it's a 10.
Fumble.
That's not a fumble. That's a bad.
Lucky your modifier saved you.
My modifier is fucking massive. But that's a 10
What, you're
for
talking
targeting?
about that crit fail?
Shut the fuck up. Shut up.
Alright, so
You fucking Helen Keller, you can't talk.
I don't even think you could add modifiers to a crit
Yeah,
roll.
but I don't think you can crit fail on targeting either, can you? Wait, no,
Yeah,
you
you
can. I'm gonna fucking cut myself. Actually, I won't because it's wrapped in bedroll. I'll just hit myself really hard and it's gonna hurt.
alright, the next roll that you have can't be modified.
No, this one can't be modified either. I'm gonna just smack it. Oh, fucking god, dude. That same roll too. Same way. I just smacked the shit out of myself, but was really quiet about it.
Okay, so you go to smack the granite your third time, and then all of a sudden you so badly curve the shot, it goes into your thigh.
No. I wrapped it in bedroll. It should just smack off.
But you have a little piece of shank, right? That's what you're trying to...
No. The bedroll isn't. The bedroll provides cushioning, but the blade isn't touching the porcelain, so it's not making very. Because when the blade's gonna touch the granite and the porcelain, it'll make a lot of noise. And so you wrap it in bedroll as 1 to protect the blade, 2 to get rid of the noise, and then 3 it'll press a lot of surface. It'll put more surface area, but the power will really be in one spot, and that's really what you wanna do.
Okay. I got you now. So, you miss so bad, it goes into your thigh, but it bounces off. Luckily for you, you covered up that blade, but you give yourself the meanest Charlie horse you've ever had.
Quiet about it. Meanest Charlie horse I ever had twice, but I'm quiet, so yeah.
So yeah.
I'm still gonna take my HP off anyway, just because my emotions would be like so fucking fried after I did that to myself. 1 second.
Take 2 points of damage.
I'll take 2 for both, just because I did it twice.
Alright.
If I can find a.
If you want to count that past roll, I was gonna put modifiers on that, and I said this roll
I'll
won't.
take the crit fail. It's okay.
Okay.
I have a pencil now. Okay, I'm gonna do it again. A bad idea, but I'm gonna do it again.
Okay.
So again, I wrote the wrong thing, so I'm gonna write it again. All right. My saving grace is that someday, at least it's not a 1. It's not a 1, guys.
Okay.
You go ahead and hammer down, and you miss, but you kind of scrape your forearm.
But it's quiet as hell. Didn't even.
It's a
annoy.
quiet fucking scrape. Take
Like
1
no
point of
reaction.
scraping damage.
Cut myself. No reaction. The emo-ness is just overwhelming.
Just go.
No, that did. I didn't even make. I didn't even make a cut. It was. Okay. Okay. Stealth, not great. Stealth is an 11.
You still missed.
No, stealth is a 10. No, it's not because I have modifier. My modifier is massive. It's a 20 with modifier. Yeah, my modifier is huge. But I rolled a 10 and a 20 basically. Yeah.
Oh, I said 13 and 1 is the rolls that you got to beat. So you beat the stealth roll.
Wait, I beat
However, you missed again.
No. I didn't miss. My targeting has a modifier.
But you counted those crit fails.
Oh, I thought we were doing it on an individual basis. Okay, I see.
Alright, so you missed, but it was a slightly stealthy miss.
God, dude. Targeting! Please, for the love of God!
You missed, kind of scrape your pinky.
Quiet as hell.
It was quiet as hell.
Hell's not very quiet, so I probably shouldn't say that.
Can you guys call out the rolls that you get?
Oh, yeah, well, I got
Just for future reference.
3 and a 20. Yes.
Okay. Just like when you roll it, just call it out.
Yeah, I will. 1 second. I gotta. Oh, hell yeah. I got
a second to add the bonus.
I have 610 XP, boys. Let's go.
I have 14,000.
Hallelujah. Hallelujah. I got a 20 with modifier and a 22 with modifier. So 22 with modifier on stealth and a 20 with modifier on accuracy.
But you still missed. You gotta beat that. You gotta beat 13 and 1. Come on. Okay, there you go. Hey! Another chunk of the rock is dissolved.
Yay! Let's
And you are one chunk away from being able to slip in.
Haven't made any noise yet. That's my only saving grace. I'll take. I have pride in the fact that I haven't fucked up that bad.
You basically got a fumble to fail that.
At least my stealth
You
is high. It's a
missed.
15 with modifier on stealth.
4 and an 8. You still missed, but it was stealthy enough that nobody heard.
Thank Jesus. I'm gonna have like no HP when I'm done with it because I keep smacking the shit out of myself.
You barely missed. You take no damage, but it was stealthy as hell.
Oh my god, dude.
You just suck at rolling.
Let me roll for you. No, I have the god roll.
No.
Hey!
I got it. But okay, it's 15 on stealth.
You chunk apart another piece of the rock, just big enough for you to slip in.
Wait, no. I've got a perception check in there first to make sure that there. Fuck me.
Bum, bum.
Wait. If I crit fail the perception check, and you say that there's no enemies, then I'll just know that there's enemies because I crit failed. I'm a genius. I'm a fucking genius.
You can't see jack shit.
Oh, fuck.
The dust from the rock like goes into your eye. And
yeah.
And you can't see jack shit.
Yep. Minus.
Because for whatever reason you decided to look into the hole, but your club was right there, giving yourself a nice shiny black eye.
For perception, yeah.
So your next perception roll or investigation roll will be rolled with disadvantage.
Alright. I'm rolling with disadvantage at -4. Fuck me, right? Alright. I'm gonna try again because, you know, I never quit. I'm not a quitter. I'm not a quitter, boys. Rolled. Wait. Let me check. That's up. My guy, that is an 8. That's an 8.
Your black eyes are really affecting you.
I'm gonna try again. I will see into this fucking. Oh, God. dude.
Alright, this is the last time your
No,
black eye has affected you.
I'm stealthing into the room. I'm stealthing.
You're gonna
into the room.
stealth. Alright. You want to stealth into the room?
18 stealth into the room, please. No, not 18. 16 stealth into the room. Please don't murder me.
You are able to stealth into the room.
Wait, would you get?
You still.
I got 16. What? No.
You are able to stealth into the top half of the palace.
Can I try, for the love of God, to perception check now?
Perception check away.
I rolled a 13. Can I see anything?
It seems like you are inside a hotel-like room with a bed.
Just a bed.
Just a bed.
There's no Helen Keller around me.
There's no Helen Keller around you.
Can I stealth over to the door and try the handle? 17.
As you stealth your way over to the door, two orcs walk into the room, smiling down at you.
No, boy. I got bad stealth skills, and when the door opens, because it's an inward opening door. Yeah, you didn't know that, did you? It's an inward opening door. I'm gonna hide behind that shit and be very stealth.
Two orcs walk right into the room.
Shut up. That's a 10. No, it's not a 10.
Just
They smile down at you.
Ashri.
Roll against it.
Ashri, no, look. Ashri, listen.
They roll against you, and you hear a voice that's really weird. But he introduces himself in the funniest fashion ever.
What's his name? I'd like to know his name.
Oh, say thank you, kid. Coming to my castle without asking or knocking on the door?
Winston, I swear.
Oh, I got a little bit of a riddle for you.
I swear to fucking God, if this is Winston, I'll lose my shit.
Well, I got a little bit of a riddle for you. You want to know my riddle?
Silent.
No, fuck you.
I'm also going.
And hold on. Solve my riddle, and I'll tell you my name. If you don't solve my riddle, you tell me yours.
I'm also gonna take out my 2 poison daggers, and with the most mad leaping abilities, I'm gonna vault over the door, land on top of Weird Guy, and stab the other one in the throat, and snap his neck with my legs because I'm a fucking badass. How many rolls do I need to do this? I need to roll what? Acrobatics.
Approximately 40 million.
Acrobatics, targeting, damage.
If you can roll 2d20s and beat 100 roll, then I'll allow this to happen. However, this might be important.
I don't give a shit. I'll kill him. You think? No, I can't beat him.
You jump up in the air, the orc grabs you, sits you down, or holds you right there, kind of in a sleeper hold. He turns you toward the mysterious man. It's a light sleeper hold, so he's not knocking you out.
I'm going to thrust up my dagger into his fat fucking Uruk throat and murder that bitch. Like, hard. Very hard. And he's gonna...
Yeah, and he's got you in a sleeper hold, so you can't necessarily go for your weapons.
I'm already holding them. And
sure.
He's putting me in a sleeper, so I can move my arm, and my arm can.
He's gonna feel you. He's gonna feel you.
My hands are fast enough. He's already got me in the sleeper.
He might just squeeze you hard enough to where you'll fall asleep.
Fine. Fuck you. How about that? Yeah. Fuck you. Yeah. All right.
Okay, now listen here. You solve my riddle. I'll tell you who I am.
Okay.
What's round, delicious, and comes in many varieties?
These nuts.
Apples.
Oh, you are such a misguided motherfucker.
So from my sleeper hold, I'm gonna jump, I'm gonna push out, I'm gonna kick him right in the fucking bridge of the nose, so the cartilage jams up into his brain and kills him. Alright? Is that sound good? I'm gonna roll acrobatics
Did
right
did
now. How about that? Yeah, 20, 90. Yes, I just murdered him. Yes.
So you bicycle kick out of your way of the sleeper hold. However, the other orc grabs immediately for the back of you and puts you in a master lock.
Wait, can I have?
Get fucked, bitch.
I murdered the shit out of somebody, dude.
The other orc's kind of like writhing in pain on the floor with a badass bloody nose. Kind of look up at you, smiles, and say, "Do it again."
Can I do it again? Can I roll for it again? Yeah.
220s in a row.
Okay, if you can't, you think about my riddle. I'll leave you here to play with your new playmates. I'm gonna go ask Helen Keller over in the next room who the hell I am.
Acrobatics. I don't see it.
The mysterious man then closes the door.
I rolled a 17. Can you roll against that?
For acrobatics, so I'm okay.
I just want to see if I can kick him in the nose again.
I think the fuck not, you trick ass bitch.
Oh shit! Fuck.
He then sees it coming, lifts his head up. You kind of swing upwards into the air and back down.
Darn. I'm just gonna be like.
All right, we're gonna go.
I'm gonna
We're
say-
going over to Universal.
I'm gonna say oof. That's all I'm gonna say. Oof. Wait.
Oof! Ooga! Ooga! Ooga!
Get extra XP for breaking that orc's nose.
He gives you 10 XP for it.
Hell yeah.
Okay, we're gonna go over to the statue of Helen Keller.
Yeah.
All right.
Calories.
So the mysterious man then kind of skips around Helen Keller, all jolly, like, ta-dum, 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 ta-dum.
Yo,
All right, I know you're in this.
Wall.
A wall that can talk? That's quite mysterious.
I'm gonna try bamboozling him. Let's see.
Well, I'm waiting.
Tricks with kids. Yeah, I'm a fucking wall.
Well, okay, wall. I'm gonna ask you a question. What's round? Is mighty delicious? Can come in many varieties. And sometimes can be mistaken for boneless?
Oh shit. It's that Peaza.
Pizza? Oh, jolly good. I will tell you my name.
Yeah.
They call me Papa John around here.
Oh, yo, that Papa Jaws, bro.
Yo, it's Papa John's in the house, ho.
Oh yeah, but you talking to a wall.
Bamboozle.
They call me insane around here, but I boss these bitches around. Between you and me, Helen Keller, I'd rather fuck you than these orcs.
I got a riddle for you, my boy.
I love riddles.
What comes with blonde hair, dirty flip-flops, and a minivan?
Sounds like a 90s stoner.
Wrong. I want to speak to your manager.
But I am the manager.
Okay.
The wall has bamboozled Papa John's.
So, I'm about to slide to the left, because I'm a wall, and that's how it goes. I wanna roll for, like, super sneak. Shit, yeah.
You're gonna sneak out right in front of him.
Fuck no. Shit. Yeah, I'm not about to sneak out for this mess. You see, like, that doorway, like, it was open, and I'm a fucking wall, so I'm trying to close that shit. I'm trying to lie, so I'm gonna roll for lying.
You're a statue, not a wall.
He became a wall as soon as he came in.
Shit.
Alright, enough with the fun and games.
Unless he rolls a 1, I'm Gucci. Alright, roll that bitch.
Watch him crit fail. He crit fails on it.
Come on, roll it. Come on, do it.
Roll the 1.
Alright, fine. I'll roll, but you can't come to my boneless pizza party.
What?
He then turns his back toward you, sticks his nose up in the air.
Don't listen to him. Don't fall for it.
I guess all the boneless pizza for me. Did I mention there's gonna be number 9 wings, number 9 salad, and a number 9 crispy cola?
First off, that ain't even a full order.
Don't fall for it. Papa John is trying to bamboozle you. Don't fall for the bamboozle.
Hold up. I got it.
And a number 9 big fry.
What shop does Papa John's work for?
Papa John's?
It was a trick question, bitch. Papa John's don't work for nobody. Everybody work for Papa John's. You ain't Papa John's, ho. Fuck up on my face.
Oh, you think you are the cleverest cunt of the bunch, don't you?
First off, I might go to Pizza Hut since you being a dick. Second of all,
He then brings in Papa John's pizza, fully loaded with your favorite toppings. All 9 of them.
There better be a bunch of, like, mayo on that bitch.
Mayo?
Yo, Papa John's, real shit. Can I get my shit
Real?
back?
I'll give you your shit back. You just gotta come to my pizza party.
Dead ass. Like,
On Tim's, motherfucker. You come to my pizza party, I'll give you your shit back.
real shit.
Real talk.
Serious question here. Does Papa John
Yep.
smoke crack?
Alright, no, you know what? I want to say, your time has passed. I will be leaving now. And then, like, I want to go, like, completely unmobile, as in, like, my spirit left, and, like, try bamboozling him.
He walks out, closes the door behind him.
Fuck, holy shit!
You can't escape the stone. In fact, you couldn't escape, and you tried so hard that your next morph move cannot be completed. You're stuck as a statue.
Fuck, y'all got me fucked up. Yo,
Alright,
Papa
He's-
John,
He's already out of the room, heading toward Ashley.
Yo,
Wait,
I want some of that pizza.
So I'm gonna use my master dark elf skills that I honed with deadly natural talent. Yes, sure. I'm a stealth, disappear in the guy's arms. I'm just gonna like fade into oblivion. Like he's not even gonna be able to see me, and he's gonna be holding me. Like that's how I'm gonna become that person that you never realize is there, even though you're like looking at him like they're just like not there. I'm gonna become that person. That's how stealthy I'm gonna be. Fuck. I rolled a 13. God damn it.
Alright, just because these guys are stupid.
Yes.
Somewhat stupid.
Hero presence activate. Yes.
Roll it. Roll that again?
Yes.
He rolls a 19. I called it.
No. Hey. I have a very large modifier. A very large modifier.
I know, I just wanted to counter roll you.
And my modifier, it just whoosh, right past. Whoosh, makes that noise too. Yeah, so
He still has you in the master lock. He kind of like looks down. He's like, looks at the other orc. Uh-oh. He lets go of you and just kind of like looks around the room. He's like, oh shit.
Yeah, I'm just not gonna move.
He then kind of like takes a swing forward at you.
I'm
Roll dexterity.
my dexterity high.
Roll that dexterity saving throw.
Yeah, that's a That's a 26 right there, dude. That's a 26.
That's for giggles and shits. He can't. He for some reason just stumbles past you. He's like, oh shit.
I'm gonna can I stealth behind the door.
The door's still closed.
Yeah, I know, but I'm gonna stealth behind where the door is gonna open. So when Papa John's comes back, he's just gonna open the door, and I'll be standing there and just slip out when he walks in.
It is an outward. For whatever reason, he designed this door to be outward swinging.
How the fuck did he make it outward swinging when it was just inward swinging like 3 seconds ago? Papa John's some magic shit, dude. Well, I'm still gonna stand by. I'm standing by the door anyway, and I got a 22 with modifier, so.
Papa John's then opens up the door, and he has something really weird in his hand, and we know it as something very loud and something very dangerous.
Loud and dangerous. I don't understand that. Stealth past him, like, because he opened the door now.
He opens the door and then pulls the lever on this thing, and it's pointed right in the door. He fires. You need to make a life-saving throw.
He just shot me, and I have 0 presence, and he shot me?
What's your dexterity modifier?
My dexterity is 9. 18.
Without mod?
No,
Oh, 18?
It's an 18 with mod.
He shoots you with a shotgun.
Shotgun. Jesus Christ.
And and he misses you just barely, but he hits one of his orcs.
The pellets go around me.
They somehow buzz around you and hit one of the orcs. The orcs just kind of like look at him as they bounce off, and they kind of laugh. Daddy's home.
Daddy. I'm gonna stealth out. Wait. No. I'm gonna stealth out, and I'm gonna nick the shotgun. I'm gonna swipe the shotgun as I leave.
He's gonna fire one more round just as you do that, so life-saving throw. And stealth roll at the same time, so. What was your saving throw?
My saving throw's a 19. Oh.
Okay, so you barely avoid his shotgun.
My stealth is 11. Fuck!
You somehow escaped his shotgun, but he knows where you're at.
Can I just like nick the shotgun? like just like dead ass looking at him and nicking the shotgun with sleight of hand?
Alright, how close are you to him? You're within, like, you're in between him and the shotgun.
Yeah, I should be like really close to him. I should just be able to like hit the barrel down and then back up and just flick it over to me. And that's yay. That's 14. Yay.
What kind of roll is this?
It's a sleight of hand.
Sleight of hand?
Yeah, I rolled a 4.
He'll run strength because he knows that you're coming.
You shouldn't win. Oh fuck! I won, dude. I fucking won.
You barely take the shotgun and point it right back at him.
Can I just like walk out? Can I just like leave the room? Just like I have the shotgun now. Can I just walk away?
You're aiming right at his face with it as you kind of back up and out of the way from him.
Can I?
He kind of has his hands up in the air and he's like, kind of looks at you in this like deceptive, oh, don't shoot me.
Can I? Oh fuck the aura extra. Can I 0 presence again? Can I just become nothing in the middle of the room again?
That's gonna be a percentile roll. So you got 2 more left.
Wait, what do you mean I got 2
You
more?
can use you can use 3 of those a day.
Okay. So,
3 of those types of moves a day.
Alright. I can try. Do I have to roll percentile too?
Yeah, no, it's gonna be a D20, but it's gonna use up one of your percentile die.
Okay. Fuck.
You become yourself.
I become myself. Can I try again?
Go ahead.
I need a crit fail. It's a 19.
You vanished into nothing, but the shotgun is still visible.
Can I just like hide it behind me?
The shotgun's still visible.
Okay. Elite skill going right here. I'm gonna throw the shotgun out of the room, right? This is a technique called fake flash. I'm gonna throw the shotgun out of the room, and since I vanished, they're gonna think I'm out of the room. And when he goes to turn, because he thinks I'm out of the room, I'm just gonna like leg sweep him, take the shotgun, and dash.
You're already in the hallway.
I'm already in the hallway. Fuck me, and I'm done. I'm out. I'm gonna run down the hallway and open every door I find on the way down. Yeah.
Okay. As you turn around, you are met with a club right to the front of the head. You're gonna roll disadvantage dexterity because this is also kind of a stealth attack.
What? What are these rolls?
You are knocked upside the head so hard your eyes roll in the back of your head and you are knocked out.
Fuck, dude, shit. I nicked the shotgun too. God, I got so... DM being a pain in my ass. So fucking close to freedom.
Alright, we're going to go back to Helen Keller statue. Helen Keller statue being statue that you is.
So,
Mr. Papa John's walks back into the room, sits next to you, and lights a crack pipe.
oh, hold up. What you do with that, Papa John?
You know, once you live amongst these creatures, these orcs and these goblins, you gotta get into a little bit of shit. You can't just be eating pizza all day. I've tried to smoke pizza. Pizza's not good to smoke.
I thought you were Gucci Papa John's, but
Would you like a hit?
nah, I'm good.
Maybe you could see stuff my way.
Nah, I'm good.
Well, suit yourself. He takes another really big hit. Like, so big that you're even impressed yourself.
So, like, where's the real Papa John's?
I am the real Papa John's, don't you see?
Can I roll to see if he's speaking some of that bullshit?
Yeah, you could roll that.
Damn, he talking bullshit. I already know it.
Alright, as far as you can tell, he's being straightforward with you.
Like, hold up, but like Papa John, I got like a letter saying like you got captured and shit, and we had to save you.
Captured? Where'd you get this letter from?
Cause can't eat a sandwich. Nah, it's cause we found that shit like when we killed some motherfuckers. Like,
It was on a goblin.
you know, it
Was
was
that
on
a
the goblin.
goblin?
Yeah,
Where was this goblin?
that motherfucker was somewhere.
And I'll skip us through try to kill us.
You're still knocked out, Asher.
Fuck up, I'm the voice in his head.
Why are you asking all these questions?
Riddle me this. Why would two dark elves come down into my
First off, I'm
realm?
a half elf. Second off, my boy got a name. Third off, it ain't two dark elves. It's a half elf and a dark elf. Okay, so what's your question?
Why did you guys come down here?
Like, down to save you, or like down into this?
Just save me. Yes, I suppose that's what you were trying to do.
Yeah, hold on. Can I move now, or am I still like stone fucking shit?
He claps, and you are once again universal,
What?
but you are being held.
I'm being held. Oh shit! Hold on. Let me look up my spells real quick. Motherfuckers about to get fucked. Woo.
What if Papa John's has smoked so much crack that he thinks he's Papa John's, but he's not actually Papa John's?
You could ask him if was. You could definitely tell that he's probably the real Papa John's. Oh, no, I suppose that you want me to wake up your friend over there, who's more than happily asleep.
Not yet. Not yet. Not yet. Hold up.
Not yet.
First off, where's the real Papa John's? I want to try intimidating him. Can I? Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead and try intimidation.
It's not like I'm already being held, but okay. Second off,
You cannot intimidate him worth a damn. He just kind of looks at you, laughing his head off.
second off, where's my shit?
I told you once you come to my pizza party, I'd give it to you.
Third off, your boy's about to puke, so like, you got a bathroom or some shit?
You're about to. P then grabs a piece of his pizza with all your favorite toppings and shoves it right in your mouth.
I'm finna spit that bitch out. Kobe, be like, bro, don't stick no shit inside my mouth.
Oh, pity on you.
Can I, since I can use spells, can I use thunderclap on a hoe?
Clap on a hole.
Yeah, I'm gonna look at the damage it deals. Give me a minute.
While you are trying to thunderclap, he has a needle which he's going to inject cocaine into your system.
Shit.
So you might want to make a really good persuasion roll against this.
Shit. Papa John.
So your first attempt doesn't work, and the needle is basically touching your skin. You have a chance of persuading him one last time, but don't roll.
Shit, yo, Papa John's like, I want some crack. Like reverse psychology, you see, because persuasion of not trying to get crack into my system. Persuade him into getting crack.
You want some crack? I've got a needle pressed against your skin.
Yeah, bruh.
He then pushes it into your vein.
Shit, you got me fucked up. Damn.
And then he puts the fluid right into your veins. And you start feeling the immediate effects of injected crack.
Damn. A whole new world.
That's right, let the crack seep in. Now I'm gonna ask you one more time. Would you join me for my pizza party?
I mean, shit, you already got me cracked up with shit, so yeah.
Excellent!
You
Grr.
sound like you were clapping your dick.
Ooh, my hands might be my dick. Guards, please take this knocked out buffoon, strap him to a chair at the table. We have guests. And you guys are then taken to the dining hall, where, Ashri, you wake up.
Yo, Asher, you're awake.
Ashri? Ashri. Ashley.
Just keep going, keep going.
Did he say he was gonna be back?
I have no clue to be honest.
All right, we can take a little bit of a break. So if you've got to use the bathroom, go ahead.
Oh, I already did. I'm good.
All right, so I'm gonna go get something to drink. I'll be right back. See if I can't. Ah.
Yo, Ashri. I have no clue where your boy Ashley is. Try calling him on Discord. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Alright, so we'll just do that. Alrighty, so you guys are kind of all sitting around the table, and around the table you see nothing but pizza. Pizza everywhere. Your crackhead laced induced face looks over at your friend who's just kind of like in and out of a daze. Like they hit him really hard.
Damn.
Super hard. Alright, so your humbled host, Papa John's, looks over and says, "Do you enjoy the pizza?
Yeah,
Would you like more?"
yeah.
Okay. How about your friend over there? He kind of looks like he could use some, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah. You want some more cocaine?
Nah.
You sure?
Yeah.
I love all the yes and you say no to cocaine. What the fuck's the matter with you?
I came here for that pizza.
I got a special kind of pizza for you.
Nah, I'm good. I just want some regular pizza.
What kind of pizza would be regular?
Cheese pizza.
Cheese pizza? When is cheese pizza ever regular?
What's going on here?
Oh, your friend's awake!
Perception check?
You wake up out of your Okay.
An 11, please.
You wake up out of your trance and you see that you are stripped of all your gear. You're kind of in basic clothing. Around a table, you're kind of strapped down to it, almost being force-fed pizza.
Wait. Can I do a perception check to see if there's like any knives?
Go ahead.
Do you have inspiration, you piece of shit?
Actually, I think I have like 4 rolls of inspiration.
Give me one, please.
Okay, I give you one.
Alright, no, it has to be good. What's my bonus?
You look around and all you can see is pizza cutting wheels, but they are far from your reach.
I'm rolling just to see if they're.
It's a 13 plus 4 modifier. Okay, well, GG, get good, scrub.
What are you looking for?
I'm just gonna look at my. Manacles and see what's holding me down.
You look down at your arms, and what you could see is handcuffs made up of copper.
Yo, I got a 13, by the way, because modifier life.
What are you rolling for?
No. My previous roll, I got 9 plus 4, so it's 13.
Okay, so all you can see is pizza cutting wheels that are out of reach.
Can I perception check the guards and shit? See if they have any keys?
None of the guards seem to have keys, but they are pretty much unarmed, as they like to use their brute strength over weapons.
Are there Wait, can I perception check if there are any forks?
You both.
I rolled a.
You guys look in front of you, and you can't see any forks.
No forks? How do you eat pizza without forks? Uncivilized bastards.
Papa John's looks at you, kind of confused. You don't eat pizza with your fingers? What kind of primitive fuck are you?
You don't snort crack through your asshole? What kind of primitive fuck are you?
I've tried it. It's different from butt chugging.
Oh my god. Of course you have.
Gotta try always to get high. Speaking of, would you like some cocaine?
I'll have to take an L on that one, sorry.
You want an L? As in...
I
What
mean,
do you
hey,
mean by
if you
L?
got some LSD.
Oh! No. That shit's much too powerful. I couldn't have control with LSD. I couldn't have made all this pizza with LSD. I have to be on crack to make all this. And serve everything else out in the outer world. Oops, did I say that? Anyway.
Wait, how do you serve the outside world?
Well, it is quite a family secret. You see, this is how we do it. Nana, are you listening? Are you listening?
I'm listening.
You, one, shut the fuck up and eat my pizza. That's how I do it. Now,
Wait,
would you like some pizza?
can I perception check to see what kind of handcuffs I have? I know they're copper, but I mean like my handcuffs.
They're the type of handcuffs that will keep you... They work kind of like leather handcuffs, except they're more solid. Like the ones that strap you down to, like, the electric chair.
Oh, okay.
You can't move your forearm worth a damn. Oh, you're looking down at those handcuffs.
As I've been a miscreant for many years and homeless, and I've been arrested many times and found my way out of many armchairs where I've been tied down for execution. May I roll to try to get out of these copper ones if they're the same make as leather?
Go ahead.
It's the same technique to loosen them. I don't know what am I? Oh, never mind.
You tried your best to try your best to, but all you can do is kind of shimmy your way up, and in the process, you kind of feel a cracking noise within your wrists, and then anything past your wrist kind of goes numb.
Well, worst comes to worst, I can dislocate my thumb.
So,
Which part?
Since nobody's like armed and shit, am I sitting like?
You're sitting freely, like you can do anything you want.
Is the table like rectangular and shit, or is it like round?
It's kind of like a long table.
Am I sitting at one of the ends, or am I sitting on the sides?
You're sitting on the side.
Can I slowly get up? Just walk like right behind Ashery, pick him up, just walk to one of the sides where everyone is in my view, and just like thunderclap that hoe.
Go ahead. Holy
yeah.
shit.
Okay.
Gets a natty 20.
Still, yeah.
You get up, you pretty much pick up Ashery, and we'll say you pass this strength check. You're kind of on the side, and I go ahead and roll your attack to see if you hit.
Crit fail, incoming.
damage.
Which mod?
I have no clue. I think like wisdom, fucking magic. I don't know.
All right. You were unable to hit, but go ahead and do damage.
And this is the moment where I have to search up how much damage it is because I have no fucking clue.
All right. So what you're gonna damage is, since you kind of missed your attack on the person, but there's other things around you that you can. A 1 is inadvertently going to be him. A 2 is going to be the wall. A 3 is going to be a guard, and 4 is going to be the table. Alright, so let's see how much damage you do to him. In the meantime, he looks kind of like at you guys, all confused. Looks up at Ashry and says, "Why are you guys going so soon? Don't you guys want more?" Don't you guys want to hear about the overworld?
Well, what do you have to say about the overworld?
A lot.
Well, why don't you tell us? Maybe we'll stay.
What would you like to know? The overworld.
I don't know. What do you have to say?
I've got a lot to say.
Just say.
You just gotta ask the right questions.
Okay. In what state is the overworld right now?
In the state of chaos.
Why is the overworld in chaos?
It's always in chaos.
Why is it in chaos right now?
Don't you know that chaos is a ladder?
How is chaos a ladder?
Because it could start from the smallest little argument to the largest of wars.
Okay. So I'll ask you again. How so is the overworld in chaos?
Just like how down here is in chaos, they revolve around each other.
I'm a fucking idiot.
Does that mean
Ashry.
Does that mean that the
spell I used isn't even an offensive spell?
oh, it's a defensive spell?
No, it's not even a defensive spell. It's for like intimidation.
You use an intimidation spell.
It's a thunder. Like you can hear thunder, and
It's not lightning, it's
roll,
thunder.
you have to roll a Constitution saving throw, and if you don't make it, it's 1d6 damage.
Oh my god.
Alright, so one was for what?
Wait, what?
You said 1 was for something, 2 was for the wall.
1 was for the guy indirectly, 2 was for the wall, 3 was for the guards, 4 was for the table.
The guy indirectly. Alright, let's 1d6 damage.
What would you roll?
Roll for what?
Roll that Constitution saving throw. See if you can't beat this.
No. They have to roll a Constitution saving throw.
Oh, okay.
Damage. Wow. So amazing.
Is he intimidated though?
Well, everybody should be intimidating since it's like 100 feet. You can hear a big ass.
So you guys are all just kind of like kind of like scaredy cats right now. It's like, oh shit.
I'm on top of on top of the thunderclap he just did. As soon as it goes off, I'm gonna cast fairy lights in the face of everyone, like pure white fairy lights in the face of everyone,
Okay.
like bright and like
Okay, so like a flashbang, I gotcha.
yeah, basically.
Alright, so go ahead and cast it.
I don't remember the caster for this. Yeah, I think I just cast this whenever.
Okay. So you go ahead and cast these fairy lights, which act as a flashbang. You do it so much so that the guards pretty much lose their pupils. It dilates them that much.
Damn, son.
Nice.
However, Papa John's can see clearly.
You know what?
Because
Fuck
the rain is
Papa
gone.
John. Can I do something real
He
quick?
jumps up on the table so close into your face that you can smell the cocaine in his breath
You know what? No.
and the leftover pizza crumbs. And he says, "Cocaine, bitches."
Can I do something about it? I still have
He then jumps back.
I still have 2 skulls left. I'm gonna use Mage Hand, and I'm gonna
Okay.
pick up a pizza cutter and just fucking whip that shit at his head.
Okay.
Fucking 6. I mean, Asher, you wanna hit me with a reroll or like?
Yeah, I'll hit you.
I don't need it. Never mind. Papa John's is acid rolling. Do I reroll? Do we both reroll?
No, nope, you won that roll. We'll say you won that roll.
Alright, so yeah, fucking pizza cutter to the face.
You grab the pizza cutter with somewhat of the force. He's so amazed by it. He kind of like goes up people. You throw it directly at his face. You need to roll an attack and targeting. Okay.
14.
So you'll hit?
Probably. I'm not sure.
No, you'll hit.
So what
No roll targeting?
7. Fuck.
Okay, so you go for his face, but you land in his shoulder blade area. And you will... He looks down at his shoulder blade, and he sees this pizza wheel stuck in him, and he says, "Oh, you're gonna carve me up like pizza? You're gonna carve me up like pizza." Rips it straight out of his arm socket, puts the blade right up to your throats, and says, "You want to slice me up like pizza in my own house?"
Nah, like my finger slipped and like, can I grab a pizza cutter and just like slash that shit up his balls, bro? You feel me?
He then looks at the pizza cutter. "We don't need no violence in here. After all, don't you two want to know about the overworld?"
I'm trying to get, I don't know about Ashley though, so.
He then claps and releases Ashry from the chair.
And take the copper bands off the chair and just
Okay.
twist them together.
Free money.
Roll strength on that.
Copper's really light. Like, I can bend copper pipes in real life. This shouldn't be too hard. Wait. I have a modifier. One second. Let me check. I'm like a wicked fart.
Okay.
Okay. It's 13. It's not-
Okay, so you're able to bend them together.
I should. Okay. Copper is actually really malleable, and the thin copper that they'd be using to bind me to this, the hard part would be taking off the chair. The easy part is be twisting it together.
But with a clap of his hand, he vanishes.
I'm gonna cast a spell.
Okay.
Fairy fire.
Yep.
All right, and it's gonna outline him in a a blue outline. All right. All attacks on him will and he doesn't benefit from invisibility if he's in the room still. I don't know if he's still in the room.
You might want to roll perception on that.
Well, he clapped and disappeared, so I was gonna cast the spell. Okay. It's 20, but not natty. It's with
He's no longer in the room. In fact, he might no longer be in his castle area.
Okay, well.
However, the castle area is entirely free to loot.
I'm gonna roll perception on what the guards are wearing, like for armor, and I rolled 10.
As far as you could tell, it's not much.
Is any of it metal? That's the important part.
No. Most of it's just cloth. Except for maybe the belt buckle, which is...
Yeah, it's okay. So I'm gonna... Belt buckle.
Which is brass.
How many belts are there?
Roll investigation.
I rolled a 14.
As far as you can tell, there's 2.
I'm gonna take them both.
Alright, you now have 2 brass belt buckles.
No, I'm taking the whole belts.
Oh, okay, so you have 2 belts.
Yeah, hell yeah. I know I'm using these right now. Take, I don't want to do this. So, I'm gonna take the perception again. How many pizza cutters are there?
As you look along the table, you can see that there are 6.
Okay.
6 in visible sight.
I'm gonna take 2 of them, and
Okay.
I'm gonna wield them, and I'm also gonna benefit from the dual wielding feat.
Okay.
Yeah. And I'm gonna use the pizza cutters also to take a small bit of cloth off of some of the guards, and I'm gonna go pick up the pieces of copper from where I left them.
Okay, just as an FYI, these guards aren't knocked out or anything. They're just kind of like standing there, like not knowing what the hell's going on. They're blind, and when you take the belts off, two of these guards, everything shows.
I don't give a shit.
There's orc dick in your face.
What part of I don't give a shit was not clear the first time?
It smells bad.
Yep.
It's like blue cheese rotted.
That's not even the worst thing I've ever smelled.
It's bad.
Worse. I can handle it.
It's still pretty bad to be around, okay.
I'm trying to fight for my life. A little bad smell is not going to stop me.
Alright. So what's Universal up to?
I don't know.
Just kind of standing there with his thumb up his ass?
Bro, I need some of that fucking pizza.
Oh my god.
I wouldn't trust that pizza, dude.
Bro, fuck that shit.
Okay.
I couldn't tell you.
I'm gonna go slit the throat of all the guards that are blind in the room. Yeah.
Okay. You know what? These are all just going to be stealth attacks. And they're all going to be critical.
Okay. So what do I have to roll?
You're rolling stealth.
Oh, hell yeah. My stealth's super high. 9 stealth, but they're blind, so I hope that helps.
Advantage.
Okay, sweet. That's 16.
16? Okay, so you're able to slit their throats.
I'm gonna take the bodies
And
pile them up against the back. Wait, no. I'm gonna take the bodies and scatter them near the back door, and then go in the back door. Because it's got a back door, right? I'm pretty sure it's got a back door.
Roll perception.
It's a 20 with my girl.
Wasn't there a reward?
He doesn't have a back door, but there is what looks to be a trapdoor.
Can I like stealth open the trapdoor?
Go ahead. You stealth open up that trapdoor.
Okay. Perception now. Perception again.
That blow to the head and that black eye seem to be slightly affecting you. You look down this trapdoor, you can see a ladder heading down into what seems to be a cave.
Cave. Alright. I'm gonna call Uni over because Uni doesn't have a black eye and ask him if he wants to check it out. Fuckface, that means you. I told you not to eat the fucking pizza, dude.
Yeah. What do you want me to do?
I want you to come over here to this trapdoor and do you want to go down here?
I mean, shit, yeah.
Wait. Listen up. There's two things. The trapdoor is probably where Papa John's went. But the whole palace is free for us to loot.
So you trying to steal all the shit and then leave?
Hell yeah.
I'm trying to steal my shit back, so...
Okay. You wanna look around? Can I stealth, like... Okay, can I perception check for the exits to the room?
Yeah. Go ahead and roll on that.
Okay.
What's your mod?
That's 12.
As far as you can see, there's an entrance and that trapdoor.
Can I stealth open the entrance, please?
Okay.
17. No, wait. 19.
Okay, so you stealth open the entrance, but you see... actually... You see a lot of the, guards kind of posted outside the door. Kind of like in the meeting area, just bullshitting, having a good time. But they don't seem to be intoxicated.
Okay, so... I'm gonna cast Fairy Fire on all of them. Which means all of my rolls have advantage.
Alrighty.
And... attack all of them. This is gonna go swimmingly.
Unless you've got like a mass destruction AoE attack, I'm not gonna let you attack all of them at once.
Better idea. Can I perception check what the guards are wearing?
Mm-hmm.
If they haven't got good loot on them, it's not worth fighting. So yeah, 22.
Okay. All these guards seem to be wearing the same things as the guards that were in here, except for one, which seems to be the captain of the guards.
What's he have?
Roll. Roll that shit.
That's a 23.
Okay. So you can see that he has like a captain's mark on him. What he is wearing is a gold branded collar. He seems to have some kind of weapons holstered within his belt.
But I can't see what.
And he's no.
Alright.
He also has really high valuable diamond infused armor on. Like, this guy is really high up in the ranks.
Okay.
But that could also mean he's really powerful too.
So what I'm gonna do? Can I stealth around all of these orcs to get to the captain? Get behind the captain.
Go ahead. Try.
Oh, I want to do that. 19. Okay. So, and while I'm doing that, can I also roll sleight of hand to nick one of their belt buckles?
Go ahead.
Okay. No, Both of those are over 20, by the way. Just saying. With shit. So I'm gonna go.
All right, so you go behind him, and the guard next to him. You go ahead and nick his belt buckle. All his clothing falls off, and he becomes naked, drawing attention toward him. The captain then turns to his side, which you are no longer behind him, looking at him. The captain then raises his mug of whatever he has, jungle juice, whatever you might call it, and says, "A toast to this guy's small-ass dick."
Okay, right after the toast is finished and the noise settles down, I'm gonna, like, throw the belt buckle underneath the table, like, really hard across the room, so it hits the other side of the room on the stone wall.
Table?
Yeah, I'm gonna do it under the table. And then, like, it's gonna go...
What table?
Wait, there's no table in here. I thought there was a table in here.
There's no table.
You said it was a meeting hall. Why is there no table in the meeting hall?
There's no table in the meeting hall.
I'm gonna throw the belt buckle across the room.
Okay.
Okay. And while everybody's looking the other way, I'm going to use the gold choker on the captain to strangle him with it.
Okay.
So what do I need to roll?
You need to throw... Shit. What was that to...
Targeting and strength.
No, I need to look at something.
Okay.
Hey, where did I pin that message?
Pinned it in D&D.
Okay, I need to see this. You're going to need to throw performance. No. Oh shit.
Okay, so when I'm throwing the belt buckle, that would be targeting, and when I strangle the guy, wouldn't that be stealth?
You're gonna need to throw athletics for that throw.
It's one second, let me check. I'm at the bottom. So that is, let's say 18 on athletics.
Okay.
A 19. No, that's a 17 on stealth. And an 18 for strength.
Okay. So you're able to throw that belt across the room, drawing attention of those guards on that other side of the room. However, the guards and the captain on your side of the room seem really unfazed. You are still at the captain's side.
Wait, can I nick all of his items off of him without him seeing me?
So you kind of want to do a Skyrim nick.
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead and try it.
Inspiration. Okay, that's a 24. I'm okay with a 24.
All right, so you start to nick all the items off of him, so you get 2,000 gold pieces. You get a picture of his family. You get his 2 hidden poison blades. And then when you reach for the sword, you start to feel really dizzy.
To stop feeling dizzy.
What?
I roll Constitution.
Yeah, you're gonna have to.
Inspiration? Inspiration, please! I have one more. Oh my god, if this fails me, I'm gonna fucking lose it.
Double fumble.
I rolled a 9 on Constitution. Wait, no, I didn't.
You start feeling
11 on Constitution.
No.
I rolled an 11 on Constitution.
Okay, so let me.
Please.
Okay.
Yes.
Oh, okay. So the feeling kind of like wears off on you, but as you grab more and more of this sword, you could see what material this is.
No, it's obsidian, isn't it?
Roll a Constitution saving throw.
I just want to nick it and not look at it. How about that? Uni, for the love of God. Do you have inspiration?
I should have like 2 or 3.
Can I have one?
But I lost my paper, so I ain't got none. So I don't know about you. Nah, I'm joking. I got like 2 or 3.
Can I have an inspiration, please?
I mean like, okay.
I've nicked almost all of this guy's shit, but his fucking sword is made of obsidian.
Okay.
Yeah.
Such a...
The natural 20.
Wait. I'm kidding. Wouldn't Ashley get XP for slashing the throats of all the orcs in the other room?
Yeah, he does.
I get no XP. I'm just here standing.
You're just still over there eating pizza. Like I'm going around cutting throats and you're just eating pizza.
Shit.
A whole lot of gang shit.
Alright, let's see here.
There were 6 guards, if I remember correctly. And they
It's
were...
175 XP for each. You alright?
Sorry,
You sure about that?
Sorry if you get demonetized.
I don't care.
It's a lot of XP. 450 XP for.
What level are you again?
You didn't watching, right? I am level 4.
I mean, like, I did thunderclap a hoe, so I mean,
Oh, you do get. Since you did assist with those kills for blinding them.
He just scared them.
I scared the shit out of them.
Alright, we will count that as an assist then.
Okay.
Alright.
So I have XP.
How much?
1100.
1100?
What?
Last time when I killed everything and you didn't do shit because you were knocked out, you crushed it, bitch.
You level up?
Let's see here. You're at what again?
1100.
1100?
Yeah.
Are you level 3 or 4?
He's 3.
Oh yeah, because you got lowered down by a level. Fucking.
It's because I fucked up the experience. What? How much do you have?
1100.
No, uni.
Oh, he's got 1480.
He's also leveled down to 3.
Wait, no, wasn't I already level 4?
Fuck you.
No, remember I had to backtrack the levels because I screwed them out.
Yeah. So now I'm level 4? Or...
You're 3. You need 2,700 XP to get to 4.
Wait, I've been level 2 this whole time?
Oh, 3.
3.
Oh, okay. Cool.
So I rolled a natural 20 on my Constitution saving throw. Do I get the sword now?
As you pick up the sword, you then hold it in front of you, and you quickly holster that shit.
Hollister? You mean holster?
You don't give a fuck. Holster is a brand of clothing. Holster is what you do to weapons.
Okay. Can I stealth out of the room now that I have all this shit?
He still has one more sword and the gold brand. Oh, the gold chokin.
I don't want the gold thing. I'll just choke it out. Just choke him out with it, and then like tear his head off and take it with me. How about that? I'm gonna roll perception. Okay, I'm gonna roll perception again. Okay, that's an 18.
Where's that second roll come from?
Me just looking harder. You know, I'm already in stealth. I can just keep looking.
All right, we'll go with that.
Like, strain my eyes, you know.
All right, so you strain your eyes, you look around the room, and you can see the front doors to the palace.
I want to know what his sword's made out of. I just don't want to be grabbing at another obsidian sword.
As far as you can tell, you can't see since it is holstered.
Oh, can I just not? Because I'm retarded and did that last time.
What's that?
Sword, holster and all. Can I just nick that? Like, that's part of my...
Yeah, you could try. No, you only did that one, so you gotta reroll. 18.
No, that's a... That right there is a 27.
Okay. So you go ahead and nick the holster without him noticing, so all that is left on him is basically his diamond-infused armor and his gold choker.
Diamond-infused armor? Hold up.
Yeah.
Yo,
yeah.
Let me slide over there real quick.
Oh no.
Fuck that shit, I'm not sliding, bitch. I'm walking over there, bro. What the fuck? This ain't no game, I'm walking over there.
There's a lot of orc in here.
Bitch, do it look like I care? Fuck, I'll use my last fucking self-disguise. Bitch, I'm at work. Fuck, I'm Papa John's, actually.
Roll for that. Roll for that.
I don't need
Roll to become Papa John's. Roll for that spell.
I got fuck inspirations. If that's not enough, I got inspirations.
Wait. Add your wisdom modifier to it.
It's 2, so it's 17. Either way, nah, I'm Papa John's.
Alright, so you become Papa John's. You become Papa John's.
Wait, just take the rest. Just wait. Walk in there and make him give you.
However, in becoming Papa John's, you have to talk like Papa John. For whatever character you become, you have to become that character.
So I'm gonna stealth out of the room while this is happening. No, actually, I'm just gonna nick the guy's armor while he walks in. Like while Papa John's is walking in, I'm gonna nick the armor.
Fuck off, mate. I'll fucking kill you.
Thanks for the distraction, dude.
Alright, you cheap. I want all your valuables and shit on the table now. Yeah.
Stealth fail! I'm outie. See ya.
As you grab for his diamond infused armor, he turns around and grabs you by the wrist.
No. He noticed and I just stealthed away. I got a 19 stealth. You fuck off.
He likes grabbing things.
He needs to roll to see if he notices me. Otherwise, he's just gonna be looking at blank air.
Anyway, he notices you for sure, and he grasps you by the wrist, raises you up, presents you to who he thinks is Papa John's, and says, "Should we eat him?" Should we eat him?
Hold up, so what happened?
I'm gonna just sit there laughing in his arms, dude. I don't care. Just laugh.
What is the matter with this piece of shit?
I'm gonna take one of his poison daggers and just stick it right in his orbital socket. Just right in there. Just jab him right in the eye.
Okay, go ahead and do that. You jab it right in his eye, and he's just kind of like, "Oh my god, he got my eye! He got me in my eye with my own dagger.
Wait, can I try to nick the armor again?
He still has you grasp, but grasps you even tighter, so it kind of feels like you're losing like all feeling to your hand.
Can I use my other hand with my
He then hold on, he then turns you around. He says, "Look what it did to my eye." He points at his eye, then you can see the dagger just like moving around where his eye goes. See my eye. Why would you do this to my eye? I didn't mean you no harm. I just wanted to know if I could eat you. You got that chewy looking ass I'm looking for.
Oh my god. Only for you, baby.
Oh, no. Take this fucking thing out of my eye so I can see you.
Okay, I'm gonna say okay, but then when I grab the dagger, I'm just gonna shove it even further.
Okay. Go ahead and do that.
Can I roll strength to see how far I can shove it in?
Yeah.
Just gonna shove it all the way to his brain. Yep, it's a 20 with modifier. I'm shoving that dagger all the way into his brain.
Oh, you got my brain. He kind of like convulses back and forth. And as the poison takes effect on his brain, he looks at you and says, "I love you, baby. And you didn't see what kind of poison this was, but it was a lovely kind of poison."
Dagger out and cut out his other eye.
Please, let me take it and eat you.
Wait, no, I'm gonna roll persuasion. I'm gonna take the dagger out of his eye, and then I'm gonna roll persuasion to say, you can eat me as long as you let me go.
You rip it out of his eye. You rip it out of his eye, all of a sudden all this eye juice and brain juice lunges straight into your face. And he says, oh, I like how rough you make it.
Can I just like stab him like in between his armor and the choker? Can I just like, cause I'm like, he's raised me up right when he's grabbed me. Like I'm off the ground, right?
Yeah, you're kind of above his head.
Yeah. I'm gonna stab down in between the choker and the armor, and just I'm just gonna cut. I'm just gonna ear to ear cut. You know, just all gone.
Okay. He then throws you out in front and goes, "Oh, sir, what should we do with this sexy hunk of ass?"
Wait, he threw me? I'm not in his grasp anymore?
No, he has you way out in front of him, like you're no longer within stabbing distance. He looks at Universal, who's posing.
Universal's not doing anything.
What?
And he's like, he thinks you're Papa John's and wants to know what you should do with Ashley.
He wants to eat my ass. You gotta stop him from eating my ass, please.
Yo, little fuck. First off,
My voice is too
first off, take
fucking please.
So like you're on crack. It's the best thing that I could advice I could give you. Sound like you're the Riddler on crack.
Yeah, it's good because
Let's try not to interrupt me. I'm trying my hardest right now.
First off, take your armor off and put it on the table.
there's no table.
Second off, no eating ass.
You're gonna say only my
Boy, oh boy.
pizza. There's only Papa John's in this kingdom.
You can only eat Papa John's.
You can. Some of that pizza. Alright. He then takes off his armor with his one hand, and you can see his holy grail dick and all. He says, then can he at least eat my ass?
Okay, so I'm not in stabbing distance, but can I throw my dagger and cut his dick off?
You could try it.
Alright, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. It's gonna happen. Fuck! That's a 13, boys.
You throw your dagger down at the floor, it bounces back up, and gives him a little bit of a circumcision.
Okay. It's gonna like go somewhere.
He kind of like, grabs his dick. It's like, oh, no, that's not how I like it.
Has he dropped me yet, though?
You're pretty much on the ground while he's like holding on to you, kind of like bent over.
I'm gonna fucking cut his hand off. Yeah, real shit. Can I just take the other dagger and just cut his hand off?
Yeah, you can go out and try it.
I'm just gonna casually cut his hand off. Yeah, that's a 16 against a guy who's already had his dick sliced, so...
Alright, so you go ahead and slice his hand off, but it's still clenching onto you. He grabs his hand next. He's like, oh, I'm gonna get self-aids.
I'm gonna take the other poison dagger off the ground, and I'm just bail. I'm running.
You're gonna run for the door?
Actually, where am I in the room? I should already know. I perception checked this room like 6 times.
Mm-hmm.
Or do I need a perception check again?
Where are you running?
I'm gonna run out of the meeting hall, not back into where I was, just out, just like the other direction.
Okay, so you want to run outside the palace?
Wait, is that the outside of the palace?
Yeah.
No, I'm gonna run back into where we were. I'm gonna run back into the pizza hall where Papa John's fucked with us.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you run back into the meeting hall. You're pretty much untouched, as the guards are just waiting for Papa John's to give them instruction.
Okay. So I'm gonna start piling up the dead bodies of the other guards, like in front of the meeting hall doors. Yeah.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna take Papa John's and like haul his ass over to the trap door and jump down in there.
Okay.
Wait, no, we haven't gotten all our shit yet. What the fuck?
Meeting hall, it just goes outside.
Oh, okay.
I didn't want. There's a bunch of fucking guards out there, and I didn't want to deal with it, so I'm just gonna go down.
Okay.
Cool.
So you guys go down into this room, this cavern area. You're at the beginning of the cavern area.
Oh, wait.
What do you decide to do?
I'm gonna give Uni the diamond infused armor. Wait, is he still in his Papa John's form?
He's still very much in his Papa John's form.
I can dip out the form if I want to. I just need to be unconcentrated.
You dip out the form?
Just slap somebody in the face real quick, or just pinch me. You never know.
You might want to show him nudes.
I give Papa John a little pinch right on the ass.
Whoa.
Sorry.
And
The brain juice, the poison and brain juice kind of got to me a little bit. I'm sorry.
well, you unconcentrated him, so he is.
Okay, I'm gonna give him the diamond infused armor and the obsidian sword that I can't wield because I'll pass out.
Okay.
Just let me send me the stats for them, boys.
I don't have stats for them.
No, I'm talking to MK. By the way, I added in chat. So
Okay.
look at that.
Where?
General trap?
Yeah.
Okay, so I need to send you stats. Fuck, it's gonna be right here.
because I got a second sword. Can I like peek at that shit to see if it's made out of obsidian too?
What's up?
Can I peek at the
Yeah.
sword to make sure it's not made out of obsidian?
Sure.
Alright. Do I need to roll perception?
Investigation.
Alright.
You unsheath the sword slightly, and it is made out of steel.
What? Wait, I can't. Bot. What did I even roll?
A 10?
Oh, it's a 13. It just like
Okay.
my computer's being dumb. Okay, I'm gonna like take the sword all the way out and just like perception it and just like look at it. Just see my general. Stuff.
Holy shit. Okay, wow.
A 15 perception.
What are you perceiving? Sorry.
I'm just looking at the general make of the sword.
Of the steel sword?
Yeah, steel sword.
It's just a steel sword.
Just a normal steel sword, nothing special.
Just a normal steel sword. Nope.
No, alright. Okay. I'm gonna actually, can I perception check the area? Probably should have done this earlier.
What the hell do I gotta use for... Okay, so it's attack bonus.
Can I also perception check?
Yeah, you don't need to. I got a,
So your perception checking the cave?
yeah, I got a 23.
So down this cave, you can hear water. It's fairly dark, but with your dark vision, you could see kind of like the outline of where this cave kind of twists and turns, but it does go down.
Okay. I'm just gonna wait till Uni is ready to go. I don't wanna like be leaving him in the dust.
Nah, I'm good.
Alright.
Clean with the socks.
Stealth down the way then, just take my sweet old time.
Alright, so you stealth down the way, and basically where this kind of leads is down into this little secret cache room, and then it shoots like straight up with a ladder.
Can I perception? Can I investigate the room?
Go ahead.
Hell yeah! That's a 21. I can't. That name though doesn't matter. 21.
Alright, so you see these two caches, basically these big chests that you can open up, and a ladder up. There's not really much to this room.
Okay. Can I like? You said there's 2 stashes, right?
Yeah, there's 2 caches.
Caches. Can I check one of them?
Yeah, go ahead.
Anything, or can I just like check?
Just open up the cache.
Okay. I open the cache then.
You open up the cache and you find gear that looks to belong to an elf, a dark elf.
Can I perception? Can I investigate the gear?
Can I
Sure.
inspect is the word you're looking for?
Oh.
Fucking idiot.
Oh my god, I fucking rolled a 3. That's a 6.
Don't worry, let me come and investigate it for you.
Okay.
As far as you can tell, this gear could possibly belong to one of you two.
Oh, it's just my gear.
Wow, 7.
I don't recognize my own gear on site. That's fucking sad.
You look down at the gear and you recognize this as being a size half bigger than yours, Universal.
Damn, the motherfucker who wears this has to be thick.
Somewhat thick.
So I'm just gonna take the trip then.
This gear belongs to Ashley.
Fucking, I can't recognize my own gear on site. Am I'm retarded? I just can't. That meme, the meme, the guy looking in the mirror.
And the other chest, if you open up, will belong to Universal.
Yeah, I got that far.
Yeah, so I'm just about to go get my shit.
Okay, so
investigate the chest.
okay. What do you want to know about it?
I just want to know the generalness of the chest, what it is.
It's basically a wooden box.
No lock, no nothing.
No lock, no nothing.
I really want to stab the chest. Bad.
You open it up and it didn't become a mimic, so.
I'm not afraid of it being a mimic. I'm afraid of there being a Winston in it. I don't want a Winston. For the love of God, I open the chest. No Winston.
No Winston. No Winston in either chests.
It's my shit. Wait, why you attack my shit like that?
Shit, don't worry. Okay, can I roll inspection or whatever investigation on the chest to see what's in it?
I mean, you guys already opened up the two chests.
I thought you said there was 2 caches and a chest.
Chests and caches are the same, synonymous.
No, you said there was 2 caches and a chest.
Oh, bollocks on me for not realizing what I said. Alright. So you're looking in the chest?
Yeah, the chest.
Alright. What do you want to do with it?
I just want to know what's in it.
Open it up.
Okay, I'm gonna open it.
You open it up and you find cobwebs.
In it. Wait, can I like brush the cobwebs out of the way? Can I just like...
Yeah.
Wait, can I do it like better idea? Can I do it with the sheath of my sword? Okay, I'm afraid some like giant ass fucking spider underneath these goddamn cobwebs and like bite the shit out of me, so.
Okay, so you kind of search around the cobweb with the sword, and you find a gold piece.
No. A what?
A gold piece.
A gold piece? A little gold piece?
Yeah. Just one gold piece.
Can I poke it with the sword? Can I just poke it?
Okay, so you poke the gold piece of the sword and nothing happens.
Can I like flip it over with the sword?
Go ahead. You are really cautious about this.
Okay, if there's one gold piece in an entire chest, yeah, I'm gonna be hella cautious. It's like, it screams trap.
You flip it over and nothing happens.
And I'm just leaving it. No, fuck it, dude. Nah, dude. Fuck the gold piece. I don't want it. I don't fucking want it, dude.
Okay. So, the only way forward is up.
Can I perception check up the ladder?
Alright, go.
Fuck that gold piece, though. I rolled a 10.
As far as you can tell, it's just a way up and out of where you're currently at.
I'm gonna, like, start to climb the ladder, and then when I get to, like, the ceiling of the room I'm in, I'm gonna turn to Uni and be like, yo, there's a gold piece in that chest. Do you want it?
I mean,
And-
yeah, sure.
Well, get
All
in the
right.
chest.
Yeah, I'm gonna just go get it.
Alright, so you grab the gold piece from the chest, and all of a sudden you hear rumbling. Like something big and fast is coming toward you.
Is it coming from the way we came, or is it coming from somewhere else?
It's coming from the way that you came.
The room we're in, does it like open up when it gets out of like the hallway sort of deal we were in, or is it just like a continuation of the hallway?
Basically, where you're at, the ladder's the dead end. Like it was meant for something big to come down.
So basically what you're saying is there's a giant ass stone coming for us because we picked up the gold piece, and if we stick around it's gonna crush us no matter what.
Basically, you got to Indiana Jones your way the fuck out of there.
Yeah. Okay, so I'm just gonna like that ladder like all heck push the channel.
Alright, so you need to make a deck. Both of you need to make dexterity saving throws.
That's fine. My dexterity high as hell. Yeah, that's a 15, boy.
Alright.
Give me a minute.
Stop eating so fucking much.
That's a 12.
It's a 10.
It's a 10? Alright, so let's see here.
If Uni doesn't make it, I'm just gonna like haul his ass up. Yeah, I'm gonna haul that ass up.
Alright, so you see. So you basically break the first rung of the ladder, kind of slipping down, but you can see this bowler just hauling absolute ass toward you guys. You need to make a Universal needs to make a really quick jump. Like, he needs to do a dexterity saving throw, and then a strength check to make sure he can hold on. Universal?
So, he's being a bitch. He's probably still eating that fucking pizza, dude. I swear to God, that pizza has crack in it, and he's just
My
addicted
bad.
to it now. Wow,
I have inspiration. I have one inspiration left.
Jeez, dude.
You're so lucky that you didn't have you have inspiration.
Hold up.
Okay, so you jump. You jump. Now you gotta do the strength check.
Plus 4, 15.
Okay,
You gotta,
so you passed the dexterity.
Imagine I have
You've got to pass an 8 to hold on.
I'm calling 7.
Okay, so you definitely hang on. And as you come toward you, the ladder slams against the wall, blocking the exit down.
okay. So I'm gonna. Oh, actually, I am going to cast fairy lights because I don't need a torch. Fuck you.
You also have dark vision, mind you.
I have 120 feet of dark vision, but he doesn't. So I'm gonna be nice.
Okay, so you cast fairy light and the
dark vision, you fucking moron.
20. Fuck off.
I have 60,
I have 120. 120 is better than 60.
but I got 60.
Yeah, whatever. Wait, how tall is this thing?
it's about 300-foot climb.
Yeah, I'm gonna cast fairy lights. I can't see shit either.
Okay.
Like I'm gonna put one at the very top. That's like.
Alright, so you guys are kind of sitting on the ladder. You cast fairy lights.
Yeah, I'm gonna start climbing then.
Alright, so you guys start climbing, and after about...
No,
Oh.
stop that. I'm going to stealth climb so I don't trigger any pressure traps. Yeah?
Okay.
I'm gonna be smart about it. Fucking. I rolled a 16, but.
Alright, so you go ahead and stealth climb your way up to the top. It takes maybe about what seems to be about a minute or two. and you go ahead and get to the top.
Can I,
You go ahead and get to the top yourself, and what's above you is kind of like a door.
gonna like stealthily, sneakily open it so nobody would notice if it opened, but I can see out. Like just get a little slight opening.
Okay, go ahead.
You should probably roll against it to see if it makes the upgrade fail.
Okay, so you just basically open this door so loud that the hinges do break. That the hinges do break off, and the door pretty much doesn't bop you in the head. Just makes a lot of noise, and then what you see is basically this bearded dwarf come rushing toward you.
I'm gonna haul my ass up quick. I'm just gonna like jump out of there and like roll out of the way. So was that acrobatics?
Yeah.
Heck yeah, that's a 15. You wanna roll against it?
Alright.
Hell yeah.
So he goes ahead and charges steps right at the hole and goes, "Ah! What do you think you're doing, scaring the shit out of me like that, lads? Where the hell did you come from?"
From a place. Yes. A place. We came from a place.
He then kind of like looks at you, he's like, "Oh well, you get some good loot then."
Actually, yeah, we did. We lost all our current loot. I lost my fucking bow, but we got some cool shit. Like he has a sword made out of obsidian and diamond and infused armor. So.
Okay. Oh, yeah, okay. That's good that you're all safe. I've been mining some more obsidian with this tree over there.
Wait. You know, don't you need an obsidian to make a sword, right? That's what you need the obsidian for, right?
Aye.
Well, yeah, guess what? We already have an obsidian sword.
Phew, what?
Yeah, I nicked it off. I nicked it off the guard captain guy. Yeah, I nicked it off him.
Oh, then let me see it.
Actually, the half elf has it right now because I almost passed out like 4 times.
Where's the fucker?
Right
There
here.
somewhere.
He then looks down the hole, grabs you by the collar, picks you up out of the hole, and places you on solid ground.
Okay.
He then takes a swig of whiskey, just like a really large swig, and goes, "Alright, let me see this obsidian sword."
I'm just gonna walk out of the room, by the way.
Wait, weren't we
Okay.
forging our own swords? What the fuck happened to that?
Yeah, we don't need it anymore. I mean, I still need to get mine, but yeah. Actually, all my shit got nicked, so I don't have the stuff anymore. God damn it. I had so much shit, dude.
Alright, let me see the sword. Universal today, bozo.
Yeah, okay, so I'm gonna turn around just to tell the dwarf.
First off, I said I'm giving you the fucking sword. Boy, oh boy.
Alright, let me see that fucking sword then.
Alright, here you go, you cheeky fuck. Here's the sword.
He then unsheaths it, shines it in front of his face. Roll a Constitution saving throw.
Man, you know, I actually knew this was gonna happen and purposely didn't turn around because I kinda wanted to pass out. Fucking 4.
Yeah, you pass out.
Right. Fat.
Still weak as ever. Alright. Well, we know this is definitely obsidian. Cool, now we can make ourselves a really cool sword. Gotta modify it a little bit. However, we need a special someone to modify this sword. Tree, get over here. He points toward Shambles the tree. Alright, we know you're sleeping. Wake up.
Sorry, no, I just snorted
Ah.
something on my face, if you could call it that.
Alright, I need you to... These motherfuckers are gonna really regret this. I need you to show them who we've been making.
Hanahana?
Show them our secret ingredient.
Oh, you mean... Oh. Okay. Where is it then? Somewhere.
This is gonna be hilarious. He takes 2 really, really long sips of wine. Just like 2 bottles. Alright, Universal, you're gonna need this.
Huh?
You better drink now.
Okay.
Can't find the bastard. Oh, wait. There he is. I think that's it, anyway. Yeah, that's it.
Oh, let me out of here! I'm gonna bust your fucking nuts open if you don't let me out of here!
Oh no.
Well, that definitely sounds like him.
I'm down here! Reach inside your stomach and hold on.
It's a good thing I can just change.
Oh, that works too.
If that's a bird, I'm gonna fucking kill him.
It's a bard. You know, I'm not from your cultures. I know nothing about them.
A bard is a really helpful person in non-combat situations. They can help you move faster. They can help you gain inspiration. They sing you fun songs.
Well, yeah,
It can be
I
really
remember this
fun.
guy. He helped me get through
But
that.
this specific bard to these people, they didn't have a good past.
Well, if I can...
Alright, as you reach into your stomach, he grabs on and out pops Winston the Bard. Bard! I remember you, and here's this hairy fella. Alright, now Winston, calm down. These guys aren't gonna be too fond of you. Oh, why not? I'm a friendly bard.
Can I just pull out the obsidian sword and just slowly make my way towards him?
As of right now, you gave the obsidian sword to Haggard.
Shit, well, you see that sword that Ashry had on his hip inside yeah, I'm gonna grab that and just make my way towards
I need Ashley's gotta be here because he's going to wake up.
1 second, I'm dreaming of alloys.
You need to be here for this part. Winston
Fuck Winston, I'm pretending.
Winston the Bard then wakes you up with a song.
I was gonna say I
From-
could just yell at him.
Wake up! Wake up! And then all of a sudden you wake up. You can't even pretend to sleep.
I was dreaming of alloys, you cunt. What do you want?
Apparently that
Well,
turns
listen.
him into a robot as well.
But listen here. I'd like to apologize for anything that I may have done in my troubled past. I don't know what the fuck I did. But I'd like to apologize. And secondly...
Bro, weren't you the underling to the fuck that we're trying to kill?
He kind of looks at you in a confused way. What? At this point, Haggard explains to you guys that they resurrected Winston because they needed Winston to help them with the sword. However, they changed a lot of Winston's ideals. So he will be less of a bitch, so to speak.
Damn.
Well, I don't really have to put up with anything. You know.
I mean, you helped with my resurrection, and I appreciate that.
I didn't resurrect you. I healed you from near death.
Well, I was a pile of shite, and then I don't know what the fuck happened.
Yeah, you wouldn't.
Anyway, you can give yourself 500 XP for resurrection.
Oh, okay, cool. I'm on my bed, so I have to shift around.
Alright, lads.
That's a Tootsie Pop.
First things first. No killing the bard. And you, Ashley,
Yeah.
I created a potion for you that will make you fall asleep to obsidian.
Oh, really? I would actually love that. Thank you.
Okay. He gives you the potion that
I'm not
makes
even,
you immune.
I'm not even gonna bother with like checking that for straight. I'm just gonna down it like instantly.
Alright, don't down it immediately.
I'm gonna stop from downing it. Yeah.
Alright.
I leveled
Listen,
up.
this is all nice. Wait, how'd you level up?
Because the XP that I had to get the level up before was 350. And I already had 65.
Fuck,
So-
what were you at? What's your XP at?
My XP in total is 565.
565. Okay, so you're in between 2 and 3 right now.
No, I was already level.
No, I screwed up the XP, so I had to redo it.
Hmm.
So as of right now, you are in between 2 and 3.
Do I still have my same health?
You still have your same health.
Okay, so adding a level up would give me 50 health. I gained 7 health on each level up.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, that works.
700 health.
You're going to be a tank, but you are going to move fucking slow.
Yeah, I'm gonna be in front, just take all the hits. And if somebody hits me with electricity, I'm just gonna gain more health.
Alright, so this is a one-time use vial. However, this vial can only be used for one reason. I'm not going to tell you the reason yet. Because this is the end of the show.
Oh shit.
And we will see you on the next Abyss adventure. You guys stay tuned. So I'd like to thank Ashry, Universal, and J Hart for joining us on this adventure.
I joined in late.
Yep, but you still joined in.
Good enough.
Unfortunately, Universal had to go, and I do not want to continue any further without him because some major story arcing is coming up. So I appreciate you guys for playing tonight, and for you guys for watching. We'll see you in the next one.
Yeah.
Adios.
Adios, amigos.